And so, my fellow assholes, your country, America,
Something's got to be done
your country.
Is this working? Is this time travel channel working? All right, sweet. So, guys, well, I mentioned before that Donald Trump has taken over, and he has got rid of everything. TV's gone, TV shows, everything. The back catalogs of everything. Magazines are gone. News media is gone. Movies are no longer out there. The only movies that are made now are Transformers movies, and they're kind of getting repetitive at this point. He doesn't allow any of the government stuff, so it's really just boring. It's just actually they're just filming a little kid playing with Transformer toys, and then Mark Wahlberg walks in, sits down with him, and plays with them. It's really getting bad. It's getting terribly stupid. Since we're not allowed to watch TV anymore, and he's erased it all from history, I thought I'd take this opportunity for you to get to know me a little bit better. Back then, this is how I'll tell a story from my childhood. So, yeah, this is a story. I guess it's about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, just ruined for a little period there. I haven't really told anybody this story. It's a little personal, I guess. But so just sit there, sit tight. You know. I'll tell you how I became a legend in this town that I moved to. It's a joke. It's an inside joke. But I was born and raised in West Philadelphia, as we all know. So there's not a lot to do as a kid. I wasn't gonna get in a gang, so I was just sitting there. And I was like, all right, I spent a lot of time at the playground. I spent most of my days there, I would say. And just hanging out, just chilling. Nothing big. Just relaxing. And I was pretty cool. I was a cool guy. I was mellow. And I was shooting a lot of basketball, b-ball as we called it, outside of the school. And there's a little hoop out there, and we go out there and play. But we always have problems because these guys, they were up to no good. That's the way I would describe them. They constantly making trouble in my fucking neighborhood. That's my neighborhood, West Philadelphia. That's my neighborhood. Okay, you don't fuck with my neighborhood. Okay, but there's not much I could do about them. They're always there making trouble. And I got into one little fight. One. My mom freaked out. She got scared. Okay? And she's just like, I can't handle this anymore. I don't know what to do with you. You're driving me fucking crazy. And I was like, it's one fight, Mom. She's like, I'm sorry. I can't raise you on my own. Or not on my own. I can't remember if my dad was around then. I don't remember. And she's like, I'm going to have to send you to live with your aunt and uncle. I called him auntie and uncle. I don't know why. It's just what we called him in my family. It's just like the b-ball thing. Sorry, this is really hard to talk about. She sent me to live with them after one fight. What the fuck? And I begged and pleaded with her not to do it, and she fucking didn't listen. She didn't care. She packed my suitcase. She sent me on my way. She didn't give a shit. She was like, I'm done with you. I was like, what do you want me to do? Was I supposed to just lay down and let these guys make trouble in my neighborhood? I don't think so. She gave me a kiss, and they gave me a ticket, and it was back in the 90s, so I put my Walkman on, and I was like, I might as well just fucking kick it. Fuck this. I'm leaving. And it was a nice flight, and blah, blah, blah. I got there, and I was like, on the way there, I'm like, is this what they do in this neighborhood? Because I was going to a really fancy neighborhood. I wasn't used to this shit. I grew up on the streets of West Philadelphia, I was like, is this what they're like out there? I don't want to say where I went. I don't want to say it. It's not the point. And I was like, is this what they do out there? This might be nice, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. And the plane landed, and I get out, and there's a guy there with my name on a sign, and it said Phoenix, and I was like, okay. And I get out, and I walk out there, and I was like, I don't want to get in this thing. This is too fancy for me. I don't want to get in a limo. I whistle for the cab, I can do that little whistle thing. And I won't do it now because it's kind of obnoxious, but the guy got near, and I noticed he had one of those specialized license plate that said something. I don't remember what it said anymore. Something like great, or I don't remember what it was. I really don't. New, it doesn't matter. And the guy had like a dice in the mirror, and I was like, what the fuck? What are we doing here? This is like a typical cab. This is like a TV cab. And I was like, I get in the cab, and I was like, this thing is fucking smells. I was like, oh my god, this guy's weird. And I was like, forget it, man. Just take me to my aunt and uncle's house. Auntie and uncle's house, as I called them. And then he's like, all right. And then I thought I was going to be weirded out by this guy, but we had a really long discussion, and I got to really know him. And I really appreciated him. He was a nice guy. And he's from Bosnia. And he's a weird guy, but he's super fucking nice. You know, he had a big family and talked to me, and he's like, you know, sometimes these things happen and you got to make the best of it. And I was like, I know, but I love my mom so much. I don't know why she would do this to me. I don't know why she would do this. It seems like she just gave up immediately. Like she wanted me out of the house anyway. And he's like, just don't worry about it. Go with the flow, you know. And I was like, that's some good advice, man. I appreciate that. And I don't know what time it was, like 7 or 8 in the morning or afternoon. I don't remember which. But we pulled up to the house about 7 or 8. And I get out of the cab and I start walking to the house. And I was turning around. And I paid him, obviously. I turned around and I was like, smell you later, man. And he's like, we had a little discussion. It was an inside joke at that point. We had a little discussion about why his cab smelled. Someone left some fish in there the night before. He didn't realize. Brought it back to the station, and it just sat in there for a while. And he was aware of it, and he apologized right when I got in the cab. He was super friendly. Like I said, he was so nice. But and I waved him bye. I looked at the house, and I was like, I was wearing a weird hat. I still have it. It's over here. And I was like, this is my new house. This is where I live now. This is weird. I knew my auntie and uncle, but not well. And I was like, wow, this is so fancy. This is where I live now. And I just stood there for a while. And I was like, I'm never going to see West Philadelphia again, am I? And I was like, I don't... Sorry. I was like, I'm never going to see West Philadelphia or my family again unless they come out to visit me every once in a while. Like a surprise guest in our house. I'm never going to see my mom again, you know? I was really far away from West Philadelphia. Across the country, I would say. And I was like, this is sad, you know? I just realized all the stuff I was going to not see again when I was growing up. It just felt weird, you know? And I was like, I'm here, though. I got to make the best of it, like the cab driver said. And it pains me to this day. I cannot remember his name, but I was finally there, you know? I was at the house. I was going to make the best of it. And I was like, this is my kingdom. This is my kingdom. My throne. I will sit here and I will rule this place. And I did just that, okay? So it just goes to show that you got to make the best of bad situations. So I'm trying to do that here with the whole Trump's America thing. I'm really struggling, but I'm trying. So we got to make the best of it, you know? We got to do what we can. That's the whole story, guys. I mean, there's a lot more to it, obviously, but I don't want to take up all your time. Back there in 2017, when this should land, we didn't cut out TV until later, but you guys grew up with that show, so I didn't. Fuck, what? Time travel's confusing. Wait, so you guys know? You guys had that show, didn't? Fuck.
What happens to us in the future? What do we become, assholes or something?